that time, she done. We're going to go to a secondary and get her all stirred up there, get her degassed. You can see right through it as clear as day. You can see the sea salt behind there. I'm sure you can read that. It says sea salt there. Trying to move it out of the way there. And bring it out here where you can actually see it. I bring it around this side. There's the sea salt. Now the flashlight went out, I think. But yeah, she's clear as a whistle. You can look right through there, and I'll put the sea salt back in there. Put the flashlight back in there, and you can see it's not even touching it. But there you go. Yeah, she's I'm gonna bottle. She's clear as a whistle. So I take that as a time to bottle and degas. So after all that time, off we go. The Pyment is done. I see very few bubbles in there. We are going to degas. I just thought I'd show you the glass behind there. Clear as a whistle. You can read right through there. Should be able to see that really clear. I'll move the glass out here so you can see it. It's actually dirty. The glass needs to be clean. But yeah, that's what she looks like on the Pyment. So let's get on with it. We got to transfer it. You can see the lease at the bottom. Clear as day. You can see all the what she looks like. Let's see if I can move the flashlight, make it look better. Maybe we'll zoom in on that. It looks like a mountain range on Mars or something, but that's the way the lease looks like on the bottom. So we got to get a reading on this and see what the alcohol level is. She's still bubbling, but not nothing major. So what we have here is our bucket of sanitizer. We have our test tube here, your beaker, I guess you'd call it, whatever you want to call it. I got my hydrometer in there sanitizing, because I need to pour everything. I'm not going to waste any. I got my bottling wand in there sanitizing, and I have my siphon pump here in there sanitizing really nicely. So we're going to go off to the thing and get that done shortly and get the reading. Got my beaker with the hydrometer. The Pyment was made September 7th, 2020. So here we are, February of 2021. And I was at 1.112. So what we're going to do is we're going to rack this and degas it. And I'm going to need a hand here from my wife to come over here so I don't goof the floof on anything. And hold the beaker for me underneath there. You're going to need two hands. Don't hold the hose up too high right there. And then we're going to have to, I'll shut it off maybe when we have the amount we need by pulling it out. Got our reading, and now we're transferring to secondary. So there, we're off with that. She's transferring to the jug. She's nice and clear. Look at that. Like I said, I think the camera was picking up on all that. Should have no trouble reading this hydrometer. Let's try doing that right now. 1010. She looks like 1010 here. Let's see again. Absolutely. The Pyment has finished at 1010. We'll figure that out from 1.112. If the wife wants to calculate that really quick, it doesn't matter. Wow. That's amazing. I think that camera's going to pick up on that, but 1010 for sure. So on with the transfer here. We're going to be putting that back into the jug when we're done. And then we're going to degas it. And she's done. We'll get this up to a better spot. Got a bubbler here. We'll take our little shelf that we made apart. And like I say, 10 ton. I'm going to dump this back in because it's all sanitized. Didn't want to waste any. Here we go with the degassing of the Pyment. We're going to degass it. This is my homemade wand, my stirring wand I made. It's in sanitizer already. And just jam her in there and get her stirring. And we don't want to overstir it, but we break up that CO2 in there. You should be able to see those air bubbles really showing. Oh, well, it looks like my stirring stick broke. It looks like the rest of it stayed into the carboy. Well, I'm going to have to redesign that, being that the rest of it's just laying down inside the jug. So you can see the foam and the froth that's brought up there as it's degassing. So we'll put this cap on here, or maybe even a bubbler. But yeah, my piece is down in the bottom of the jug. Let's see if I can get it out of there, but I'll have to sterilize this first. Oh, it's in there.
And now we go fishing here at the vineyard. Oh, almost had it. Oh, this is fun. How long will it take to get out? Well, I almost had it 3 times here. Yeah, we're gonna make another one just to get this finished degassed.
There it is. There you go. We're going to bottle a Pyment today. She's due. Just going to dump the sanitizer out in the sink. My wife's going to give it a little stir here because it takes 2 people to get it going. So, going to give her a couple whammy doos. And it looks like we're going. So we'll fill up a couple of these bottles with the Pyment, because it's been it's due time. She's due. There's 2. Oh, now we got a leak. Oh, that sucks. My wand came apart. That really sucked. We spilled it all over the floor here, folks. What a mess. Yeah, the wand, the bottling wand came off the hose. Wow. So yeah, we're definitely going to trash the rest of that sanitizer. Oh, I hope that don't happen again. No clamps here. That was a surprise. Now I gotta wipe the wife's cupboards down. I got Pyment all over the cupboard. Just a little extra work to do here. Why wouldn't there be? Sheesh. Let's see what other kind of mistake I can make. Wow. I got the towel down there in the nick of time, I'll tell you that. Sheesh. So there's bottle number 3. And we're going to do one more. Here's bottle number 4. I think you get 5 out of the gallon there. Once again, this is a no rinse sanitizer, Star San. It's a pH of about 3. And it's, like I say, no rinse. It don't hurt you. And if you look at it, you can actually see it all coming out of the bottle as they fill. It floats to the top and she comes out. I've never had an infection yet, so. We did have a hose blow off on us. And there's bottle number 4. And I could have got another bottle, but we're just going to drink that as a sample. Because we do got to do a taste test on this for sure, so. So I got 4 bottles. And I degassed the crap out of it. Boy, I hope she ain't going to pop the corks. It's a good idea to take a pen and mark your cork to see if they're squeezing out, because they got some more pressure. We're going to store these bottles standing up for quite some time. You know, keep an eye on these corks. So we spray our labels with clear, and we'll take this in the thing and let her dry. We only got 4 bottles of Pyment, so she'll be good. She'll be really good drinking. We tasted it the other day. All right, we're going to sample the Pyment out of a big gallon jug. The wife and I here, we're going to get a sample on it and see what she tastes like. Why wouldn't we? So let's get a go on this here sucker. Okay. The smell.
It's fruity and floral.
Fruity and floral?
Doesn't smell like alcohol.
I do taste the grapes.
Got really good legs on it when you.
Like from the wine. We use 2 different type of grapes on here. I don't know what to make of it. And Pyment is grapes with honey, and it's got a odd taste. It's not medicinal.
No, it's really smooth.
The smell is clean. That's all I can say is clean.
And sweet. Sweeter than a Zinfandel, but just about as sweet as a Riesling. But very nice flavor and smooth.
Compared to the regular mead, you can taste the orange stuff in my Dragon's Blood mead. But with the grapes, the flavoring of the grapes, it's very clear. Of course, we showed that when we bottled it. It's like a fireside chat here. taste the grapes, you taste the honey. I don't know which one you taste the most.
I love the flavor.
13.38%.
It's crisp.
I don't know what it reminds me of.
Closest thing I can come to is a Riesling.
A Riesling?
But a Riesling isn't pink. So, tasting that additional grape in there is quite interesting.
It hides the alcohol. I'll tell you. Here's what I can tell you. The Dragon's Blood mead, the one that we made that has 13%, it's almost equal to this.
Mm-hmm.
You can taste the alcohol in that in the Dragon's Blood mead. This one is the same alcohol content. I can't taste no alcohol. There's no.
Yeah, it doesn't have an alcoholic flavor.
It's missing. It's there. I mean, 13.38. But you can't taste it in there. You can't taste the alcohol in here whatsoever. Wow. I'll tell you one thing. We're definitely going to be making another Pyment. This is very, 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 very tasty. Very tasty. I can't tell. I'll give you the taste that I'm tasting besides grapes and honey. Grapes and honey.
And such a nice blend of flavor.
It's a great blend. It's a darn great blend. But do you have any preference of what you're tasting there? You're not getting. You can't pick nothing out. You're not saying it's like apple, a little apple maybe, apple flavor.
No, I don't really taste apple. It amazes me because I'm the one who crushed those grapes in the blender.
Right.
And I never thought it would clear.
Oh, it's taking time. It's September 7th when this was made.
It took a long time to clear, but definitely the flavors just are so worth the wait.
We made the 1 gallon. Yeah.
And the temperature of the kitchen the whole time
Was moderating at 66 degrees.
66 to 70 degrees.
Yeah,
Never over
that
70.
fermentation temperature, 66 to 70 degrees on our wines and our meads. Of course, in this room here, it's like 90. If you can't tell by that fire over there, it's she's kicking up right now. It's like 10 degrees outside. Is this a weather report or is this a mead tasting? This is a Pyment tasting. Proust. I'm going to taste this Pyment again. I start to get happy feet. That's okay because it's time to get happy feet.
Yes, it is. It is vacation time.
So as we're tasting the mead, or the Pyment, we have on the big screen there. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up. My grandson's in a swim meet today at the high school, and of course with social distancing, you're not allowed to go. So they're doing a virtual thing over the thing for all the grandparents and family members to watch, and of course that's him in the third lane coming in there. He's about to make his turn. There he goes off with his turn, and he's on his way. So very good on the Pyment. Definitely going to make this again. So until next time, Proust. I just drank a whole glass of this. Gonna get happy feet.